And this is
The
Benchwarmers.
Chris talked about how we're all religious and we all worship something. And then he talked about how we need to put what we worship on trial. So what do you guys think that means?
For me, putting whatever you worship on trial would be like taking time out of what you spend your time on worshiping and use that to worship God, like a devotional or maybe a verse of the day or something like that.
Chris said some pretty interesting things, in my opinion. A couple of them are that, like, God doesn't share worship, which just really sparked my attention, and that the Bible can be offensive. What were your initial reactions to those statements? Because I was like, wow, that's right.
I thought that was actually really convicting for me, just because I feel like a lot of the times in life I feel like I level out some of the things with God, and that's not how it should be.
What's one thing that you're going to take away from this session?
One of my takeaways was when he talked about how the rich young man was called a good teacher, and he pointed out that only God is good. I was thinking to myself, well, why would he say that since Jesus is God? But then I realized, after Chris explained it, that Jesus was pointing out that he knew where the conversation was going to go, and he was basically calling out the rich young man before the conversation even started, and that was pretty cool.
I think my takeaway was when he was talking about how God, you either worship him or you don't, and that there's no middle ground, and he doesn't want to be in the middle. You get to choose whether or not you put your time and effort into pursuing him or other things.
Thanks for your input, guys.
This has been a great time on The Benchwarmers.